Burns?
Marnie
Yes.
Burns.
No,
No,
Marnie.
okay.
No, Linda Walker's mother's name was Marnie.
Mark, that's why I thought of it, okay. But not the
But
same.
they were
mother.
related somehow to the Churchills.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
Oh, were they?
Stunses.
Uh-huh.
The Stunses were.
yeah.
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 Now, how did the Sykes get up here?
Well, my dad was a disciple minister, and the Christian church has a big camp, and
Oh, the
at the
camp.
same time that the Congregational Church got granted that land, the Ann Arbor Railroad gave the Christian church a big hunk of land at the other end of the lake. Well, not quite at the other
Right, I
end,
remember where it is.
2 miles down.
Right.
So my dad, during the war, at least once came to a conference at there, the big conference center. So he liked it, and then in they rented places there
Like in the early
for a
40s.
few years.
Oh.
Yeah, when he first came, it had been in probably the early 40s, during the war.
Yeah.
And then after the war, my folks rented several places down there and ended up buying one, and then ended up selling that and building the one that we're in this very moment.
Where, so when you stayed in the Heisey cottage, that wasn't
Uh-huh.
really the Sykes cottage, we just called
No,
it the Sykes
Miss
cottage.
Ellie's parents.
Right.
It belonged
So,
to the
but where
Heisey,
did you grow up?
Berea, Kentucky.
So you didn't come because the Weekses were already up here?
I came, yeah, I did. After the war was over, Dick and I were just hanging around
Oh,
waiting
so
to
you
go
came to
back
cut
to
trees,
college.
right?
And he told me, he said, well, why don't you come up to Crystal Lake with me? Because we don't have anything better to do. And
Let's do nothing at Crystal Lake, it's better than doing nothing in Berea.
You bet.
yeah, oh yeah, a lot better.
You bet.
So we were here for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And he brought Mrs. Weeks up with him in a 1928 Chevrolet that had no top.
Oh, yes.
I can't
He
imagine
must
your
have
mother.
bought that.
He bought that for
winter.
$250 from some clown in Berea who stole it. I mean, at that time, cars were very unavailable. But the thought of Mrs. Weeks as a very proper lady riding with this car.
She would have thought it was a blast.
So she
and
was
laughed
there.
till she cried.
So she stayed in the big cabin, and we stayed in
The boys'
the
cabin.
boys' cabin. And we were not interested in doing any work. She was very interested in having us do a number of chores, which she used to flog us.
How old were you at this time?
21.
You should have been
And
over
you're-
that.
Prime working time.
But, but it was
But there were
a
a
mother
lot-
asking him to do something, that's all.
There were a lot of girls here. I mean, we had many more things that we wanted to do than chop wood for Mrs. Wheat.
See what you missed.
Believe me, we had Larry Grumman telling us to chop wood.
Well, I was just
Oh,
thinking,
well.
are you sure Mrs. Weeks isn't Larry's mother?